That's why I kept Shalom, shalom, y'all. Island, Hebrew Israelites, and Tulsa Oklahoma. Which I heard prophesy down for Babylon the Great. First things first, turn to the east. Give our praise and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, Hashem, Rakadash, which in the ancient Paleo Hebrew tongue is created the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to you, sisters and brothers living in this truth, and shalom to brothers and sisters that's listening and studying and show yourselves approved. Shalom. Come today, y'all, Sharala. One thing we're starting to notice through the spirit observation, just watching what's going on in the world, we're noticing that Esau Edom, we say Esau Edom, the so-called white man, that he's losing his wisdom. They're becoming like the cavemen. They're becoming real dumb. They're making dumb decisions. If you want a good example, look at Donald Trump, all his political moves he's making, the stuff that's coming out of his mouth, very unprofessional. He's hurting the Edomites because, they got to rule by deceit. He's taking that covering cast off of them. We're not doing it. He's doing it because he wants to be a dictator. Even though you can't be a dictator, Babylon the Great, they got checks and balances on that. He feels like he can force the issue through his pride. And all he's doing is hurting his own people because he's making them a laughing stock. Like Jake at the point, and Esau, like, look at you and your old, cock-sucking president. You know what I'm saying? He up here ruining your country. And the beautiful thing is because we don't have to do it. Esau doing it himself. All we got to do is make sure our seatbelt is buckled, because we in the car with this devil. It's his system, and he's wrecking it. He's wrecking it. And as he's wrecking it, he has to implement the mark of the beast, which is going to come up real sloppy because he doesn't have any more wisdom anymore. That's why this kingdom can't stand anymore. You need wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, which leads to wisdom in order to run a kingdom. Esau done lost it, man. What his great-great-grandfather did, it's like he's like throwing that knowledge behind him. Like, I ain't going to listen to my grandpa. Like, I'm great. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. His great-great-grandpa didn't do that. He talked to a Jake. Like, Jake, what should I do? Jake, how should I do this? And then he stole Jake ideas to establish his kingdom. And like I say, that's an art of wisdom. I got to give it to Esau. It is. Esau know where the wisdom come from. It comes from Jake. So he used Jake and his ideas. Like I heard Jake made the automobile. Ford, I heard the slaves wrote the blueprint for that. And then Esau, it's true, yeah. And Esau just used it. But now we look fast forward, and this devil think he's really smart. And he's really dumb. He's making real dumb decisions, man. So I got to open the precept for us.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 49, and verse 7. And it says, concerning Edom, thus said the Lord Yahweh of hosts, is wisdom no more in teeming? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished?
Ooh, so ask the question, is their wisdom vanished? And we can answer that question today. Yes, it has. And how do you know that? Like you said in the scriptures, look at their fruit. Look at the choices they making, man. Like doing tariffs. That was dumb. How you gonna do tariffs when you have no manufacturing? You import almost everything you get. You're a consumer nation. You can no longer weaponize your economy because you don't make nothing. So the countries that make stuff just did a workaround. They call it bricks. I was gonna deal with this nation. I was gonna deal with this nation. I ain't gotta deal with you. You dumb. You can't do that tariffs and raise the prices up. Somebody gonna go somewhere else. That's with any business. Like we got a business, we raise the prices up, somebody else got it for cheaper and better, they're gonna go there. So they're just showing like what they call it, read the room. Esau didn't read the room. He think like Esau is like a chick that smoked meth. They used to look good. And her head, she thinks she's still fine. She can get this for free and this for that. But she don't know, like, you got teeth missing. You don't pick your skin out.
Black gum.
Yeah, you got stringy hair. Like, nobody want that nasty box. They come with an STD. Like, this woman, like they say, Babylon's no longer tender and delicate. Everybody like a tender, delicate woman. Esau, Babylon Great is not that anymore. And these devils ain't figured it out. They still look in the mirror. Oh, I'm fine. Things is like the breast is dragging the ground. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't full. Ain't nothing beautiful about this place. It used to mess with Babylon the Great because it was lush. It was beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, yeah, I got this from America. Now, nobody want nothing from America. Most of the stuff break. The best stuff is made in China. That's where everything say made in China. And everybody now is like, I'm going over here, go over there. So that shows Esau's wisdom is gone. The tariffs he did, that was dumb. It's collapsing the economy. So So that was majorly stupid. And then it shows that the common Edomite is dumb because they wanted Donald Trump. And he's dumb.
Exactly. Tariffs fucked up the whole community, the whole economy because hey, the people had to pay the tariff. So like they raised the prices of it just so they thought the companies was gonna eat the lion's share, but they was like, nah, we're just gonna raise the profit and let them pay for it. So like Donald Trump just did some dumb ass shit, and then he had the audacity to deny his failure. Somebody asked him like, hey man, how's your economy looking now? He said it's an A plus 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 plus. Whenever the farming industry is going straight down, they hate this damn dude. Everybody in this place hates him. His approval rate fell off to the floor.
Didn't it break a record? I think it's the lowest ever. Right?
Yep.
Yeah, see? And that shows they're dumb. Because they asked if Donald Trump got down. My thing is, too, they knew, like, every business he get, he running the ground. Like, looking at his track record. You know what I'm saying? That show they done. It's like if I go for a job, I'm late every day. I mess up everything you give me. You know what I'm saying? You hired. That's all down Esau is like you hired this dude bankrupt a casino. When you got that under your belt, you're a very bad businessman.
A casino is a money print operation, man. It's like free money. How do you bankrupt a casino?
Exactly. You got to be really, really dumb. That should disqualify him forever being a good businessman. But see, the thing about Esau, though, he's good at dressing stuff up. So he did a bunch of like TV shows. That's what he is. He's an entertainer. These devils done put an entertainer as their president. He's not a real ruler. He don't know how to do politics. He can't read the room. They say what they call it, persuasion of the deal, master negotiator. He's not that. He fails at that. People don't even like this dude. They didn't like. He's even said that smart people don't like him, proving that only dumb people will vote for him. So that shows your average Edomite is a dummy.
At one point in time, Esau used to have wisdom, man. He was wiser than Daniel, as the scripture said. And that was because he would do a workaround. He'd find somebody who was real smart and then go leech off of him and steal it. And then he'd get the credit for being wise. But now he can't even do that no more. Now the Lord said, just like it said in Jeremiah 49:7, hey, has wisdom vanished from the team? Yes, it has, man. Hey, they're no longer seen as the smart people no more, man.
They used to be. I got a preacher to back it up why that's happening. It's going to go where I put it. It's Obadiah 1:8. Shall not at that day, said the Lord, even destroy the wise man out of Edom and understanding out of the mount of Esau. See, the Lord declared that in a certain time, in that day, the latter days, that he would destroy the wise man out of Edom, man. You need the wise man in order to, guide the system, guide the kingdom. This is why his kingdom is going down in the trash can, because they have no more wise men. The understanding is out of there.
Man, if you really think about that, when he said destroy the wise man out of Edom, the Lord, Yahweh was doing that over time. Like even if you go back to John F. Kennedy, how he was trying to make the dollar be backed by precious metal, what they do to him. They assassinate him. And so the Lord put the spirit on them, Edomites, to take him out. That's how you know the Lord, Yahweh is doing the work. He's destroying Esau's kingdom. Once it goes back into that Malachi 1 and 3, when it said, Esau said, I'm a power will be built in desolate places. But Yahweh said, they shall build and I will throw down. That should tell you right there who Yahweh is against right there, man.
Started in the 70s. Yep. Then it's downhill ever since. Now here we are in 2025. And like, it's even destroying their sword. They military can't even get it together because they just got, what's that, Pete Hegseth? That dude a straight drunk idiot. And right now he's got them like demoralized, the military. Like if you got military mighty men, you need to put somebody that's respected that they can go out and fight on that. You can't put in a clown and a dude that say dumb stuff and then expect your military to go out and fight hard on that. Like they doing war crimes right now. They're so dumb trying to steal the oil. Like they false flag events ain't even smart no more. It's just all because of the cartel. They selling drugs. Yeah, you look on the thing, you show a video of them shooting little fisher boats. That wasn't smart. Right. I'm like, why are you showing that? That's showing weakness and showing how dumb you are. Everybody looking like, damn, you shooting little fisher boats. And then like it's costing more money. The missile is costing way more money than like the target they're taking out. So it's a waste of taxpayers' money. Even Esau is like disillusioned with that move. Like, man, why are we hitting little fisher boats? and we spending like $1.2 million.
And when that could have just easily you called the National Guard or somebody like that to go after that boat right there, and the problem would have been solved just like that.
And it's no drug. They found no drugs on it, so it was all a psyop.
Right.
And it's a bad psyop because you're just looking like an idiot doing that.
You just like to do stuff.
I know.
You just like to do stuff.
Yeah, and like everybody sees that. See, that's the thing they're starting to see. Oh, you just want to kill people. So now, back in the day, they looking like they used to look like the good guys in the 80s and 90s. Now they look like the bad guys. So now you're the evil empire, and that's ruining their covering cast because Esau rules by deceit. So now the UN, other heathens. Matter of fact, I got a precept for that. This is Obadiah 1 and 2. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen that are greatly despised. So now the Lord is making you small because you're dumb and you're making dumb moves. So now he done made you small among the heathen, you greatly despised. Why? Because of what you're doing. You know, everybody in the world is seeing you do to make that move, man. China, North Korea, even the Russians is not liking what Babylonians is doing over here. You know, they about to have an East Coast, West Coast beat.
That's going to lead to Babylon the Great destruction. Man. I got a quick one. This is 1 Corinthians 1 and 19. It says, for it is written, I will destroy the wisdom of the wise. I will bring to nothing the understanding of the prudent. And at one point in time, they was wise and prudent. But now they ain't shit no more. Their wisdom is completely gone. And that's the Lord destroying that, man. It said, for it is written, I will destroy the wise. I will destroy the wisdom from the wise. And Esau Edom, he's no more looked at as the wise. He used to have prudence and look towards where he's going. Now he just shooting from the hip anywhere. And then so he don't have that prudence no more at all. It says, where is the wise? Where is the scribes? Where is the disputer of the world? It says, have not Yahweh made foolish the wisdom of the world? And yes, he has, man. The Lord is making these devils look foolish. Now they a laughing stock. You cut on the TV and turn to Donald Trump, you're gonna get a good laugh at it, man. Just go to a good press conference or a little Oval Office meeting, you're gonna get a good laugh out of it, man. You're gonna say something dumb or something stupid that's just gonna have you on the floor.
And he's so bad now you finger point. Well, Obama did. Joe Biden did this. That little Democrat narrative ain't working no more. They finger point what they got them dumb Edomites. Goddamn Democrats. Like that's not working anymore. It's played out. And I don't think he got another move. I think that's the only move he got is the finger point, blame somebody else. And now like the Edomites are like, nah, man, this is you. Like I said, that dude is the laughing stock right now. He even talking about doing a Patriot game, which is nothing but the Hunger Games. He talking about taking like a million people from each state and compete for like 4 days. What do you ever state what they supposed to win? Is it food? But I'm like, for him to say that, that's nothing to drop. They like, are this dude serious? Are you talking about a Hunger Games? Like this what this dude talking about? They got alligator Alcatraz. Like everything is making him look bad. His cabinet is the worst. I mean, it's a total joke of a cabinet. He got that Christian Home chick looking crazy, Pam Bondi. He got a bunch of dumb blondes in his cabinet. Don't know what they doing. You got Pete Hegseth, JD Van. Oh, this little FBI dude, man. That dude sniffed up everything in the what they call that? Yeah, Cash Patel. Yeah, the evidence room. This dude stirring up everything in the evidence room. You can see it on his face. I'm like, bro, that's a bad move. Yo, FBI dude is blowed out his mind. You know, all them looking scared because everybody knows Trump is on them Epstein files. They trying to scrub and redact it. People like, nah, we need that dude. He on there. So now they just looking like, man, his whole cabinet looking like the Three Stooges, man. They look a bunch of coke heads who don't know what they doing. And they are totally out their element, man. The American people like, we need real representation. We need a professional. Let's say Donald Trump making it like Obama look good. Just in the contrast of it. You know, we know Obama a sellout, but at least he had professionalism. He knew how to talk and articulate himself. Donald Trump can't even do that. He just get up there and talk like a dumb drunk, a dude who ain't even graduated college, no education. He just get up there and say whatever come to his mind, whatever come out of his mouth, man. That's your common everyday Edomite. That's why they like him, because he represents them. Now they're like the ones, like the women, they got a little sense like, hey, this is a bad representation. We need to get him up out of there. And I think the damage has already been done to where, hey, if he come out, it's over with, man. The damage is done. It's critical. Like I say, he done messed up the farming industry. He done messed up all the trade. The trade is all the way messed up. You know, the auto industry is about to belly up. Insurance about to belly up. The housing market about to belly up. The job market is about to belly up. Like, that's all the, like, the services and functions of Babylon the Great. And that's the Lord doing that, man. Like, the Lord put him in there because he's taking this place out like he did ancient Egypt. So every little facet of Babylon the Great, the education sector, the financial sector, all that is just getting destroyed. And the beautiful thing is it's been destroyed by their own. This didn't happen on Obama clock. You know, this happened on Joe Biden and Donald Trump.
Another beautiful thing is why is it being destroyed? The curtain is pulled back, so everybody is seeing who's doing it. And it's Esau Edom, the so-called white man. Where it ain't no pointing the finger at nobody else, because hey, Nina, it's you. We see you.
Hey, wasn't that in the movie The Wizard of Oz?
God, that's what it looking like. Now Esau like the Wizard of Oz, like he's like a witch. So the witchcraft is failing. Now that Deuteronomy, what's that? Numbers 22 and 23. Then the enchantment's falling down. To even little dumb simple Jake, it's like, nah, it ain't like that. It's like this. They listen to us, the prophets. You know, they might go against what we say, but they see it. They get to the point where even Keisha can see it. And that's bad when the so-called black woman can see it. That means you all the way exposed, devil. They all on TikTok talking about the goddamn white people and white people this and white people that. And we need to get rid of white people. And this and that, we talking about when we open up camp, how nasty and dirty they is. Their wisdom is gone. They can't keep their house clean. Their house is nasty.
Matter of fact, if you really think about it, they got to pay people to clean their house. That's how bad it is.
Now they losing money and they can't pay people no more. Now we can see what you really about. And really you're nasty. You know? Back to that bubonic plague in Europe status.
I seen a video of this Jake woman. She had a Edomite friend, and they went to Moab wash house. You know how they be having them wash houses and shit. So the Edomite was like, "Hey man, just look at all the dead skin that these Moabs got off of me." And the E woman, she was like, "Yeah, I didn't really have too much dead skin." But come to find out, they was just all dirt because those Edomites don't fucking wash themselves correct. Yeah, and the Moab was like, "Yeah, she was real dirty." I was like, "Damn." Because, you know, they don't use washcloths or loofahs or nothing. They just take the soap and put it on their body. Yeah. Or they just wash their hair and let the soap go down and say they clean.
Right. These people ain't even smart enough how to clean themselves. They don't know how to bathe properly. And look, they go back in history to the Moors, which was Israelites that converted to Islam. They went to Europe and taught Esau how to wash his ass because they were so filthy they had the bubonic plague because they were nasty. They lived with dogs and cats in their houses, rats. All kinds of nasty stuff, whoop everywhere. They don't clean themselves. The dog is nasty. They lick the dog in the mouth. And Jake had to go in there like, "Hey, man, this is called bleach. Put this on the floor and mop, man. Hey, this soap, put that to your ass with some water and scrub off in there, you know?" And then, like, the Moors, what they got for that, the thanks for that, is Esau stabbed him in the back. And then he tried to say, like, "I came up with this. I came up with mathematics. I made classical music." You know, they did iconoclasm after Jake had already gave them the knowledge. Because they got it from the Moors. You know, the Israelite foreigners that went to Islam because they got scared from the Roman persecution. And that's how they got the math. They got the English. They got the what I want to say, astrology, classical music, how to paint, the frescoes. All that came from Jake, man. Esau was living in Europe like a caveman. All nasty, man. What they call it, the medieval days?
Yeah, in the Renaissance period.
Yeah,
they was how they used to wipe their ass. They had a stick with a rope on it, with rope, and they used to share it.
Renaissance period when they got back in the power. It was actually the Dark Ages. That's what they say the Dark Ages.
Yeah, that's what Jacob wrote. Yeah, Esau was like in the cave, right. Like I said, wiping their butt with a rope and a stick. You know what I'm saying? They was in there ooga booga. So they, you know, did they do best, man. Once Jake show them something, then they want to say, "Oh, I came up with it."
I got a quick preach out that's going to back y'all up. This is Jeremiah chapter 49 and verse 10. And it said, "But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren, and his neighbors, and he is not." And we bring that precept out all the time just to let you know, like, hey, man, these devils, these are the filthy people on the earth. These are the people that's the bowel of the earth. You know, these are the ones that's ruling America, aka Babylon the Great. And this is why you're seeing the destruction right now, because they don't have no wisdom. The Yahweh from the outside is not dealing with these people, right? This is what we're seeing, and this is going to be the downfall. You know,
It's a marvelous work because people used to just think highly of the so-called Edomite, and now they're starting to see that he's just a fucking cave beast.
Yeah.
This is Isaiah 29 and 14. It says, "Therefore, behold, I will proceed to do a marvelous work amongst the people, even a marvelous work and a wonder. For the wisdom of the wise man shall perish, and the understanding of their prudent man shall be hid." He says, "Woe to them that seek deep to hide their counsels from the Lord, and their works in the dark. And they say, Who shall seeth us, and who knoweth us?" And that's a question mark on both of those, because now everybody sees and know who they is, man. And that's the Edomite who is sucked to hide themselves and hide their counsel from the Lord. And the Lord said he's going to work a marvelous work. And we're living in them days, and we see the marvelous work of the Lord, pointing the finger at Esau. He under heavy inquisition, as the scriptures say. And people are questioning and scrutinizing this devil because they know he's the problem of the earth.
I got one to back up. Read both of y'all, man. It's Job 38. They were children of fools, yea, children of base men. They were viler than the earth. So Lord let you right there. Esau is dirtier than the earth, man. So that really, them being dirty and nasty is really their true nature. Like that's them at they base form. They're the base man. Base mean low, like the basement. So the lowest people on the face of the planet are Esau, Edom, so-called white people. But yet, because of the curses and because of deceit, the world puts them on top. Everybody wanted to be like them at one point in time. Like they were made the standard. And that was like totally off right there. The lowest man was made the standard of the earth, and really, through the eyes of the Lord, they're the lowest people. So now they're going back to what they truly are. They're the lowest of the low. You know, like the Edomite women don't even want the Edomite man no more. That's how low they are. Like, you are nasty, you're pink pecker, I'm going to get me a Jake. And they said they were children of fools. And you see that with Donald Trump, man. That dude is a fool. He act like a child. He act like he never grew up. But it's because he's a trust fund baby. His daddy gave him millions of dollars out the gate. And he never had to work for nothing his whole life. His whole life, he just been scheming, plotting, doing little plot holes, cheating people. Being an Edomite is what he's been doing his whole life. Cheat people out their pension funds, file bankruptcy so you ain't got to pay for services, take the money, embezzlement. He's been embezzling his whole career. He does money embezzlement, but pretty much what you call it, white collar crime. That's what Donald Trump is an expert in, white collar crime. And he's a fool. And you can see that, like I said, the way he talk and articulate himself. He's a spoiled child, man. He grew up with a silver spoon in his mouth. He ain't nobody that came up from nothing and made to something. Nah, this is a spoiled, rich, bratty kid who's in his 70s and still acting like a baby, throwing little hissy fits. He even drifted up a field where if you don't agree with him, you got Trump derangement syndrome. That's the shit a child would do. He do shit like my son would do when I look at Donald Trump. That's what happens. You let a child at the wheel, man. They do little shit like that. That is so unprofessional. Like even the white people, like I'm embarrassed. They clutching their pearls, like damn. I'm sorry, black people and all Mexican. I'm sorry, man.
That's actually biblical because the scripture said, "Children are they precious."
Nah,
rule over.
nah. I said the third chapter. Yep, might have to go get that. It said, I like how it tells you, and when you go to Job 30 and 6, it tells you they dwell in the cliffs of valleys, in caves of the earth, and in rocks. And it tells you it's number 7. That's why we call them bushmen and cavemen. It says among the bushes they braid, other than nestles, they will gather together. So this devil, man, he old bushman. Old nasty little devil in the bushes, man, in the caves and stuff. That's why he's the outdoor man. He's a man of the field, the scriptures call it. Esau used to be outside and, pissing in on himself and all that to go kill a deer. You know what I'm saying? He's the caveman. They got the little dip in their mouth, little nasty dip. They're always chewing tobacco. He don't bathe. Like, that's disgusting, man. There's a lot of Edomites in my job, too. Like, there's a lot of them. I be like, I look at the Edomite woman like, how do you even climb? Let they climb on top? Hey. This dude always been chewing tobacco, They got them little sores on their skin, and he just looks disgusting.
Shows how dirty they is too.
Exactly. I was like, how can you even? I'll throw up. And then like they got big old bird belly. They don't keep themselves in shape good either. They got the big old bird belly. They look all pregnant, and they just look disgusting. They're like a raw chicken, like a pig or something, man.
And that made me think about how he, you know, how the scriptures say Esau eating is a cunning hunter, and it makes a lot of sense because they actually smell like the animals that they hunt.
God, deer,
Right.
sure, right, man.
Hey, they ought to be walking right by me like this, and they be like, this motherfucker, this person don't look like us. Look like us. He look like one of them people we be running from. But why he smell like us?
Bushman. And see right here, this is happening now because they all nasty and stuff, and they're dumb, and nobody like them. This is happening. When you look at Job 30:5, they were driven forth from among men. They cried after them as after a thief. So now they getting driven out, man. Now people like even Keisha. That's why I'm like, dang, when the black woman no longer wants to eat a white man, it's bad because she was like his greatest asset. So now she's even like, hey, I'm done with you, man. They all making videos. I'm sorry, black man. Black man. I got this black man. The black man is this. And the hey, Jake cracking me a little 2/3 Jake's like, I got my passport, Keisha. Like, my pockets are celibate. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So now, it's now all the women crying and all the women want Jake men. Because now, like, Esau been revealed to be a dummy, and he's nasty, and he's losing the only thing they made him appealing, which is the money. See, that's what the scripture say, a fool and his money should soon depart. That's happening. Esau losing this whole economy. You said it earlier, when you talked about the 1970s when John F. Kennedy tried to heal their economy, and what they unallowed them because they wanted to stick to oil, and oil is a resource that is very, you know what I'm saying, becoming more rare. So that's dumb to still tie it to oil. You should have tied it to gold and silver. That's smart. But Esau that shows he's not smart. He's not. He's dumb. And they at the point where he's gonna just get rid of cash, period, and it's gonna be all on the computer, digital, and that's dumb. So I'm like, damn, devil, all the other countries got to do is EMP. They can wipe out your whole economy because you want to put your money to some on the computer screen. That's really, you better make your money fake. This devil want to do crypto. That's fake money. That's something that's not tangible. That's something on the computer screen. So if the power go out, your money go out. Yeah, that's dumb as hell. It's dumb as hell, man. So you got to see this, y'all. So the devil is like, man, he's like on the spectrum, like artistic or something. Asperger's, you know. He's just like retarded. So I'm like, that's dumb. But he's doing it because of that mark of the beast. To me, that's dumb. You fighting against your, how about y'all say? Ain't no way I'll be trying to fight against God, man. The power to make the sun move. So that right there showed me you an idiot.
That's why when you how about y'all try to say I will make war with Amalek from generation to generation. God, towing his hand right here.
Yeah, whooping this devil.
I got a quick preacher that's gonna back you up right here. This is Job. The point is in verse 12, but we'll start at verse 10. Job chapter 5, verse 10, and it says, "Who giveth rain upon the earth and sendeth water upon the field?" And that is talking about the power of Yahweh right there, right? And it says, "To set up on high those that be low, that those which mourn may be exalted to safety." Who is that person that does it? We talking about Yahweh. The Heavenly Father's name is Yahweh, and his only begotten Son, his name is Yahweh Shai. Right in verse 12. And it said, he disappointed the devices of the crafty. Right here, this is what Esau Edom, because he's a crafty, he's a cunning hunter. And the Lord said he disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that his hand cannot perform their enterprise. And so their hand is not able to perform or able to finish their devices or their plans that they set out. It falls short because Yahweh said it. They said they will build, and the Lord said I will throw down. And this is that example in verse 13. And he said he taketh the wise and their own craftiness, and the counsel of the forward is carried headlong. Yeah, and that's what it is. So Yahweh is destroying his devil kingdom little by little. Every single day. Every time you see Esau Edom coming up with some diabolical plan, they're going to do this, do that. The Lord comes right behind them, and he's going to destroy everything that he put out.
All right. And this right here, This on the flip side. This goes right perfect what you just brought out. This 2 Corinthians 2:11. Lest Satan should get advantage of us, we are not ignorant of his devices. Right. So Esau Edom is losing his wisdom, becoming dumb, can't perform the operation of his hands, like I said in the precept. He can't perform it. And then on the flip side, what is Yasharallah doing? We getting our wisdom back. Like we getting a total recall. Like, oh, we Hebrew Israelites, so our wisdom is building stronger. You know, Jacob came up with a way to make water out of thin air, making fuel out of plastic. Like you can just see the spirit of Yahushua on Jake, man. So we're getting smarter while the devil getting dumber. And because like that precept I read, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. So the hope we see Esau's trap coming up. We look at this devil like an idiot. Like we see you setting that bear trap. And we see you coming up links. We're not going to walk on that. Based on what? The wisdom and understanding the Lord gifted to us. By we're doing what? He raised up the house of David again. All the brothers that's doing these video epistles, doing the lessons, it's giving us wisdom and understanding. So we're getting smarter every day. As we eat up on these lessons, we're getting smarter. We're learning how to run our nation. We know now because we're looking at Esau, we're going to have our money on the gold and silver standard. It's going to be on the precious metal again. We're seeing that you can't go against the lost commandments of Yahushua and think you're going to have a thriving kingdom. Now we're starting to see why the lost commandments was made, because you can't like promote LGBT and think you have a healthy community. No, there's mental illness. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. We're not going to do that. And we're seeing the results of doing that dumb stuff. So now the Lord, by looking at Esau as an example, we're becoming smarter because we ain't going to do that ignorant stuff. We're seeing why you're supposed to take care of the environment. We're seeing why you're supposed to plant 7 trees if you cut 1 tree. You need the trees for oxygen. So now we becoming like, we looking like, okay, we're going to run our kingdom like this. So we huddled up, you know, in the house of David, like, okay, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. We get the rulership again. And then Esau over here, he just like, robotics. I'm going to take away everybody's jobs. You know, he just doing dumb stuff. Like, I'm going to change it up. We're going to do this. Like, everything he doing is making the people groan and moan, which, hey, that's another precept right there.
Yeah, 29.
You got it right there. Yeah, bring it out. See?
This is Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn.
And that's where we at, man. The people are mourning right now. And guess what? The people that's mourning the hardest are Edomites. Which track trips me out. Go ahead.
Can you read that verse 17? I think it's at 17 where it says wicked and free. Somewhere around there in Proverbs 29, 17.
And the valiant
man 16
is exalted.
Oh, yeah, wicked is no, it says something like that.
It says, when the wicked are multiplied, transgression increase, but the righteous shall see their fall.
Ooh, we see they fall right now, man. And that's because of all that wickedness. Really get hot.
It says, when the wicked are multiplied, transgression increase, but the righteous shall see their fall.
And see, that's why the heathen Esau has to be made small. But that precept said when the wicked is multiplied, transgression increases. That's what Esau brings, because he's dumb. He brings wickedness because he wants to go against Yahushua. So therefore, the Lord, that's why he got to get rid of them completely, because they are just wickedness, man. So they wear like a chain, and they are prideful with their wickedness. But in fact, that's why the 2/3 gangster nigga Jake is like that, because he's trying to tailor himself after Esau. Esau take pride in stealing and killing, because that's how he got everything. Now we're at the point where we need compassion, we need nurturing, we need stuff to be beneficial. That only comes from Yasharallah, because all Esau not to do is destroy. Go ahead.
I like how you said being passionate and being nurturing. That comes with patience, you know, because Esau, even the so-called white man, he want everything right now, you know, instant gratification. And that's exactly the same spirit, the same personality that he had back in the the old days. Yep. You know, because when Jacob was cooking, he said he wanted that food right now, and he said he stole his birthright just like that. You know, and that's the reason why America is the way it is now. Why when the patience of Yahushua, how these things is ran, if you have patience, everything will work in its perfect order. You know, and then real quick, I'm gonna read this Romans chapter 6 and verse 23. And it said, for the wages of sin is death. All right, and that's where Esau Edom, so-called white man is. He represents death. Everything he does, it leads to death. You know, he's the first gangbanger. He was the first drug dealer. You know, all of those things lead to death. He's the first LGBT plus person, right? He the one brought all of that into the earth. And everything that he does, it leads to death, right? But he said, but the gift of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua, is eternal life through Yahweh Shah Hamashiach, our Lord. See, the gift, which is talking about the law, the things that we're supposed to do in a righteous order, is eternal life, right?
Basically, our culture. Yeah. Our culture needs to come to the forefront in order to heal the whole world. Because our culture brings light. Lost commandments brings light. You know, Esau wants to go against that and think he's going to get good results. And because he got good results for so long, he got Jake to buy into it. You know, but now we're at the point where, like Twitter say, wickedness is at its peak. Wickedness has been fulfilled. So now we like, oh no, we need something different, man. We can't just keep doing wickedness. And now look at what we got. You know, basically, this devil done put hell on earth. Now everybody is arguing we need to reverse course. Only person to reverse course is the children of Yahshua. And we can only reverse course by falling back to Yahweh Shah. We've got to have some guidelines, which is law, statute, commandments of Yahweh Shah. We got to get back to that. And like, because they've been doing wicked for so long, only the whole elect are going to repent and fall back to it. 2/3 like, nah, I'm going to let my drunk driver keep driving. I trust him. He been driving this long. They don't understand that he done lost it, man. He ain't got it like that no more, man. He's done. Your master is cooked.
They don't even understand why they so miserable is because he's at the wheel.
Exactly. And as you know, Yahshua, we up here like, okay, soon as the devil crash, like we gonna get into the car and then like we ain't giving Esau the wheel no more. Like he's done.
Just an example. Like this is precept that said he's just not good to himself, whom will it be good? The fact that he's so wicked, hey, he's hurting his own people. And we seen an example of that before camp. It was 2 Edomites living in their car, sleeping damn near butt naked. You couldn't even tell if they was alive or dead, man. To be honest, they were just in there slumped over in their cars. I'm like, damn, what the fuck? And that just goes to show when this devil is in the rulership, hey, nobody is happy, man, not even his own people. Esau used to be living in houses and doing good. This nigga resorted back to sleeping in cars and shit.
And that's gonna lead to that wrath. Because Jake is not. Jake is thriving in a hostile environment, which that's what we've always done. So what Esau did was he done strengthened Jake up, and now that we got back to Lost Commandments, getting our ID back, oh, it really done made us strong, man. So now it's like we able to navigate this thing easily. While Esau struggled, so that's gonna lead to that wrath. They're like, how the hell Jake got a nice car? How the hell Jake making it in my kingdom and I'm not? So they looking at Donald Trump. That's outside. We just waiting on it. We waiting on Donald Trump to say, you know what? Hey, y'all just get the guns and it's anybody you consider an immigrant or not white, mow them down. Because that's what Esau waiting on. They're angry and upset. They like, I had all this stuff in my favor. I'm sleeping in my car, and Jake. Like I said, Jake up here like buying houses, Jake driving nice cars. Like Jake is really coming up. And I got to think about it, especially with you, you a big history buff. Jake always been like that. Think about 1920s, Black Wall Street. Remember, Esau's in the Great Depression. Jake wasn't in no goddamn depression. Jake was over here, nigga, driving automobiles,
suited and booted.
Yeah. I had the hat on, got the suit on. 1920s. And we got the record stores. Own banks, own schools, hospitals. Hey, they was thriving. And Northern Trial. They had Osage with the oil. That's what you about to say, huh? They was doing good.
In the railroad, like Jake had all of that, man.
And that's what it made what Esau do what? Come down Great Rock and bomb it because he like, how the hell these dudes is thriving? I said Esau's in a Great Depression. Jake wasn't in a Great Depression.
Esau in there eating dust soup, nigga, and Jake over there eating steak and
potatoes. Hey, with the gravy on it.
All of that happened when they was actually separated from Esau. That's another thing that was important too. Because you know how Esau set up this law, they don't want niggas in their restaurants and stuff like that. So they separated them and then they started thriving. And that's what we're trying to tell you. We got to get back to that. What we're talking about. That's what holy means. Being separate from the world. And that's the only way you're going to thrive. You got to separate yourself from the devil. You got to separate. What the scriptures say, come out from among her, my people.
And they tried to bury their history because it shows we're better than them.
Oh yeah.
See, they want to pump up white supremacy. 2/3 fall for it. I know 2/3 fall for white supremacy. They all think, oh, the white man is the best. The white man is this and that. But wherever you do your history, like they're trying to erase history right now, make them look dumb. Right. He's trying to peel back the civil rights stuff, cover up all the history because they don't want Jake to know how great Jake is.
Like if you go back to like whenever they had black only colleges and white only colleges, then they'd do their debates. And them black colleges be kicking the hell out of them white colleges' ass. And now they was like, oh no, we gotta segregate, we gotta end segregation. So we can teach them our philosophy, and they don't. We can teach them what we want them to know and dumb them down.
Once they started that integration, that's when J community started going down right there.
They went down tremendous.
Yep.
Because they joined into their enemy.
Yep.
That's they did. It should have remained separate, man. So now, like you said, now we got to do it separate again. And it's happening already. Jake want to separate from Esau because some of them's like, man, this dude is dumb. I'm gonna go over here with my brothers. Keisha say she French hunting. So she hunting for Hebrew Israelites. Because now they start to see like, man, he ain't got it like that. Then he is so dumb. He's showing the heel. He like, get away from me, Keisha. Taking away your DEI. I'm doing this to you. Like he's treating like the 2/3 badly. So he's forcing the 2/3 to come on this side of the fence. You know, and the 2/3 got that Stockholm syndrome. Some of them still like, nah, that's my master. Like, what's that dude from Fresh and Fit, Myron Gaines? You see how they wouldn't let him in the little event? He said that looking dumb. You know what I'm saying? They like forcing that dude to like, we ain't about to deal with him no more. But like Esau was like showing his hand. I'm like, damn, dude, you was smart enough to like act like you love Jake. Now you just showing your hatred, like, man, forget Jake, man. Like, that's gonna wake Jake's up. Even Sambo.
If you really think about it, it's just in their DNA. They're the border of the wickedness. So they really can't help themselves.
They can't help this. They dumb. They dumb. But like I said, his great grandfather knew you gotta operate like that. Like I said earlier, they knew let's integrate.
Right.
Then we could dumb them down. Like I said earlier, now they all like, man, get that nigga out of here.
Yeah.
You know, and like Jake be mad and sad. I'm like, Jake, that's really for your own good. That's really good. Just Jake don't think about that. Like, you need to be separated from this devil. Now you're gonna be able to thrive better on your own. And really, Jake needed, if they had any the spirit of the Lord in them, you need to get with the hopeful elect. You need to get in the house of David. That way you can be fed with wisdom and understanding, and you can be so much more strong. Then it's gonna build your faith up. Then you're gonna be able to, what it say, you can overcome the wiles of the devil. When you got the whole armor on, when you put the whole armor on, then you're gonna be able to really whoop Esau.
Because when you put on that armor, you basically know who your enemies are. You understand who your enemies are after that. You know, you understand the moves that he's gonna make. You basically, not only you gonna understand it, you're gonna watch the devil every time. Every time you see him come around, you that nigga ain't from around here. You know, you gonna have that with him. You know,
give you a little life of a precog.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A little foresight, like, okay, watch this dude. You know what I'm saying? Don't trust this person. And really, like I said, that's what made Jake collapse. When we look at every time Jake fell down, it was always because they trusted their enemy. You look at the natives, what they do, let Esau win. You look at the northern tribe of South America, the Mayans and the Incas, all that, what they do, let Esau in.
Every time it happens, hey, they
the black community at the Black Wall Street, let Esau in. Every time I notice Jake do that, that's when they fall down, man.
Like Esau the vampire.
Like the movie The Sinner. Yeah, like that movie.
That's a Rock 12. When adversity comes upon you, you should find him that verse.
I got it for you, Og. I'm going to go ahead and bring it out. This is Ecclesiastes, aka Sirach, chapter 12, and verse 10. And it says, never trust thy enemy, but like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. And it said, though he humble himself, and go crouching, then how he humble himself. But you get, what was they saying in Sinner? Let me in. You know, they're trying to say, I got good music. Let me in. Right? Though he humble himself, go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as thou have wiped a looking glass, and if thou shalt know that his rust has not been altogether wiped away. Right? So, and the Lord, how about you, y'all shall call him the border of wickedness. Okay? And so that wickedness is like that rust on a blade. It's not going to be wiped away. It's still going to be there no matter what, no matter how humble he comes to him. All right, so the minute you trust this devil, you jump down to verse 13, this is what will happen to you. Because, you know, ain't nobody going to feel sorry for you. And it says, who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such to come nigh wild beast? So one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him in his sin, who will pity him? You see, and so the Lord said, who's going to pity? You have gotten this warning that Esau, the so-called white man, is the devil that the Bible speaks of. Okay, so the Lord said not to trust him. All right, but the minute you trust him, can't nobody feel sorry for you, but you had so many warnings. History told you not to trust this nigga. I mean, trust this devil. Because really that's what he is. He's a nigga.
He's the first one, yeah.
So
he's a true nigga.
Right, God. And so everything that this devil have done, everything that he is, he put that title on Yasser. He's a thief, but Yasser in the media, we're dubbed as a thief and a robber.
He's the Momo, but he made Jake the face of it.
God, see, everything that he does, that everything that's in his nature, he put it off on us. It's showing you that he's the first person that committed an identity fraud. Right? Just like the Akbar said earlier, he said that when Donald Trump is a master in white collar crime, that's fraud right there. That's majority of that fraud. That's what you devils do.
He's the first murderer.
First murderer. Going back to the spirit of Cain. And when actually speaking of the spirit of Cain, you think about how when the Lord put that punishment on Cain, and he said this punishment is more than I can bear. Look how these devils acting now. They can't handle all of their pressure. They can't handle not having money in their pocket.
So right, they can't handle being exposed. Right, they've been exposed. It's not my fault. It's that did. They what do you call it? Been a victim.
Right.
They love to be the victim,
and that's exactly what's going on. Because that curse, he said, if they finded me, they should slay me.
Yep.
And now people are looking out and finding out as him, and now everybody's against that so-called devil, the white man.
Yeah, that's why that the spirit of Cain, which is back, that same spirit of Cain, which went right back and reincarnated into Esau. That's basically what Esau eating to this day. That's how they act, man.
First thing he did when he got mad at his brother, I'm gonna kill that nigga, man. Right. After I get too greedy.
Yeah, he said, "Brother the blessing." And I'm like, "Fool, you the one sold it. Showing how dumb they are. Right. You sold your keys. Esau sold the keys to the kingdom of heaven. When he sold his birthright, because that's essentially what it was. Showing that their forefather was a fool. Our forefather was smart. Their forefather was a fool. Because he had the birthright. Off tops by default. He sold it because he wanted some raw meat. He was trying to feed his belly. They're showing he was carnal. He didn't look at his blessing as spiritual. He didn't care about his blessing. That's why the Lord don't like Esau. Because he doesn't know how to handle spiritual things with care. He crying for a blessing. Like saying a crybaby. He got to cry. I got no blessing. Give me one, daddy. I like her, man. Her the sword, get the fattest of the earth. But when you get dominion, you're going to break it off, and then you're just going to be done away with.
Let there be any fornication that Esau, who served his birthright for 1 month or 12:16. Hebrews 12:16. I'll give you, all right, that's Hebrews chapter 12, verse 15. And it says, let there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for 1 morsel of meat sold his birthright.
One morsel of meat, and it was raw. It wasn't even cooked all the way.
Right.
That's why they eat raw. They steak raw. So that shows you who Esau Edom is. It is not the Middle Eastern man. No, it's not. It's not him at all. It's Esau, the so-called white man. The scriptures prove it.
So many clues. And it ain't even clues. It just lays it straight out there who it is.
Yeah.
And they still want to say it's the Middle Eastern man.
And I got this because of scriptures. I can do is read the scriptures and then look at what's going on right now and to go together. 1 and 1 make 2. Right. The Lord said, right, well, I just read right there, a morsel of meat. And then you read the scriptures, it wasn't even cooked all the way. So he ate some raw meat. And who eat raw meat to this day? I want my steak bloody. And who always in the field? Go ahead.
I said, the Lord said, y'all, you shouldn't eat the blood or the fat. And what did Esau do? He loved this shit bloody. Eat that shit rare.
He's a bloody man. Just call him a bloody man.
He eat chicken liver. That's a delicacy to them.
What is that? They like they steak blue.
Right.
Like 10 seconds on each side.
Nah. And look at that. All we saying all that. That's Obadiah. Obadiah 1 and 6. How are the things that Esau searched out? How are the hidden things sought up? And like I say all the time, it's an inquisition on Esau Edom through the scriptures. The Lord gave us the scriptures of Esau Edom, but all you gotta do is look at his descendants to this day, and they fit that. They wear camouflage as a fashion statement, showing that they're in the middle of the field. You go into a hunt store, it's full of Edomites. They always gotta have knives. They chew the tobacco. They got the dunk call, a cunning hunter.
Right.
Always some fake shit, traps and snares. They got a whole store built on that. Bear traps, Esau came up with that. You know, a little fake duck or a little fake deer.
Yeah,
Esau came up with that. The duck call, yeah, that's Esau doing that. That like lure them in. And the Esau, like he love to go hunting. It's hunting season. They love to hunt. Like their forefathers love to eat the venison. That's deer meat. Esau eat deer to this day. That's all kind of Edomites. My job. I got some deer meat. Oh, grainy ass shit. I'm like, I don't want no damn deer. But they always got some damn deer meat. And I say, I don't think they cook it right. They be disgusting as I don't know well. I'm like, you disgusting, man. So now I'm like, hell no, I want that deer meat. And then you look at the scriptures, Esau, that's where he Isaac, venison going to deer meat. So I'm like, oh, come on, man. Scriptures is spot on with this, man. Cunning hunter. And then like Aki was saying earlier, y'all was saying how Esau wanted to kill his brother Jacob. That's the same thing to this day. Esau always loved to unalive a Jake. He did it a whole lot in the 1700s, in the early 1800s.
Oh yeah.
Now he want to do it again.
Talking about this, you said the 1700s. That was the time when when they established that Willie Lynch letter right there.
God,
Yeah.
that's that. Like if a Jake look anybody in the eyes, they'll string him up in the tree just because of that.
Right.
Or if he molesting the woman and somebody like, hey man, that's my wife or that's my mama, you get hung in the tree for that. If you don't pick enough cut, you get strung up in the tree or you get something cut off, a finger cut off.
You get caught reading.
Yeah, you get called read. You right about that. You about to get unalive. Or Esau just might come outside like, you know what? I want a new slave. This slave is old and unalive for that. Like they want to go back to their bloodlust. Like Esau used to be able to do that. Like something like Jake.
Back up.
Yeah, make America great again. It was great
Right.
when I can hang a Jake up in the tree. Or they had picnics. They'll see a Jake hanging in the tree. And they'll like set their little blanket out.
Go eat up under.
Yeah, eat their food.
And then mail that relative postcard of that Jake hanging in the tree.
Shit, they'll fry a Jake in the tree and eat parts of his body.
Yeah.
They was eating Jake in them days too.
That's sick, man. So they the sick people. That's why it's called a picnic. They pick a nigger, hang him, then eat under his dead body. And my thing is, how sick you gotta be to do some shit like that? I don't want to eat my food around no damn dead body. That's disgusting, man. Cannibalism. And Esau want to go back to that. And Jake, the 2/3, ain't paying attention, not knowing that he about to get right back to how he used to be, man. They not hiding either. All you gotta do, like Ox said, turn on TV and listen to Donald Trump. He's saying a little bit coded, but he putting it out there like, yeah, we're gonna do this.
When
Alligator Alcatraz, they're gonna get back to feed us the gators.
when C. Kirk got assassinated, what happened? You can't forget about them two Jakes that got hung right after the Kirk assassination.
Those two, got four.
Boy, see, that's what I'm saying. I missed the county. And then that time when you can even go back to when George Floyd, when they were protesting on George Floyd, those Jakes that got hung around that time. And see, that goes back to Esau Edom being a cunning hunter. They always choose the time when it's very chaotic for them to do their wicked. You know, they always do it. So that's why they have a slogan, "Ordo ad chaos." You know, they always create the chaos, and then they be doing the wicked shit when the chaos shit going on, man. I mean, it's so many examples that we can go on. Even that time, you can go even further back with that Jake Mike Brown got assassinated by that cop, you know, and there were some doctors that were basically going to help out the medical field, and they came up missing. They don't talk about that shit.
Like the Buffalo mass shooting, it was a Jake that made an engine that can run off water.
Yeah,
a hydro engine. Right. He got unalive in that mass shooting. I'm like, that wasn't no man, that was a hit.
Yeah. So they're getting rid of all the wisdom that can literally help your economy. That's why the Lord says there's no more wisdom in either.
Not just at the county, that'll help the environment.
Right.
If you got an engine that run off water,
right.
You see ain't no big money in it. That's why Esau don't want that. Because he want to make money off of oil, gasoline, and things of that nature. Esau don't care about the environment. He just care about his pocket. And that's showing him to be a fool. Because everybody like now, we need to take care of the environment If somebody can make a hydro engine, like let that ride. But Esau like, man, hell no. I'm trying to stay rich. And like you trying to stay rich and you still losing your money. Fool.
Losing your money, losing your kingdom, all of that, man.
Yeah, losing your woman.
That Jake that make that oil, the fuel out of the plastic, they was saying that was going out to him.
Esau is dumb, man. He a fool. And he need to go. And
That's why it's kingdom crashed.
God. Because it's built on like that movie Idiocracy. Too much dumb stuff, man. Poison and everything in the food. That's why the medical training about to bust because too many sick people. Because the food is bad.
Right.
The devil don't make stuff where it got all the nutrients in it. He want to make GMO food.
So he can get people sick so that he can make money off of them.
God.
Oh, what do you call it?
And that's exactly why
malpractice.
Yeah. And that's exactly why they're getting rid of all the doctors that know how to heal through the earth.
But see, now when he's doing that though, he don't overload his medical system. The doctors and the nurses can't handle the influx of all the sick coming in because he overdid it.
Right.
Because he don't know how to do stuff in in the correct portions. He don't know how to like pace anything. He overdoes it. So now your medical field is getting overran and you can't even take it. And then your medical insurance, all that stuff is a scam and a fraud. So now that's all coming out.
Then you shit on your medical workers. That's not an essential job.
Exactly. Ooh, exactly. Exactly. Then he take nursing is no longer professional. Yeah. So now you're gonna have less of that. But yeah, you're making people sick to influx them in that area. So it's like you just look at him like, ain't you supposed to be smart and a scientist, but that's very dumb.
Man.
That's a very dumb move.
You did the same thing with the teachers. You know, if you want to have a better economy in the future, you want to make sure your children are getting the best education. What you do? You told the teachers
I got a quick
they ain't got no they have no longer a professional job as well too.
This is Esau Edom to a T, man. Like a wise judge instructs his people, and just like what I said, hey, Esau Edom ain't instructing his people. That just let you know he's not a wise ruler. He's not a wise judge. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. And that's why Esau's kingdom ain't well ordered. He's not a fucking he's not a wise judge, man. Verse 2, it says as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, man. And Esau Edom is his officer. That's why his little officers are just like him, wicked as hell, killing down Jay. Because he's a fucking he don't like Jay. Verse keep going, it says, in the manner of a man of the ruler of the, it says, and what manner of the man the ruler of the city is, such are all that dwell therein. And Esau Edom is wicked. That's why everybody in most of the Babylon the Great is wicked as hell, because the rulers is wicked. Verse 3 the point. An unwise king destroyeth his people, but he said, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited, man. And the unwise king destroys his people, man. And that's exactly what's going on. And if you jump down to verse 10, it says, the physician cutteth off a long disease, and he that is today a king, tomorrow shall die. And that's Esau Edom. That's why his kingdom is being destroyed. It's coming to an end for Esau Edom in Babylon the Great, in Esau Edom's rulership.
Yeah, see, without wisdom, we went back. You can't have a kingdom. You need wisdom to run a kingdom. Esau, Lord said He's taking His wisdom away. So basically, saying He's taking Esau's kingdom away. That's what the Lord is doing, man. And we all happy for it, man. Like, this kingdom need to go. It's built on lies. It's built on treachery. It's built on wickedness. It's built on death. And we want what Yahushua got to offer. We want abundance. We want life. You know, we want clean things. Esau is not clean. You know, only the hopeful elect of Yahshua is clean.
We were just here to teach us a lesson.
God.
And once that lesson was, taught, you just throw them away.
God. He's only used for a moment. Yeah, I'm a preceptor. I can end off for the good.
I got one.
Go ahead, bring it out.
It's Obadiah. Obadiah 1 and 8. 1 and 18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord has spoken it.
Woo, that's the spirit too. Because the preacher you just pulled out go perfect with what I'm about to end with, man. That's perfect, man. It just said right there that Esau will be stubble, and Joseph and Judah would like kindling them. And it said it should be none remaining of the house of Esau, which means they're going to go extinct. They're going to be no more Edomites. You know, and that's the one thing that got them so scared and fearful, and why they're trying to fight against that, which is inedible. And I'm gonna bring this up right here, man. That's the spirit, because this gonna go right what I just it's gonna pull out. This is 2nd Ezra 6 and 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob's the beginning of it that follow it. So Esau's world's coming to an end, man. Esau trying to use that that we all gonna be destroyed type of mentality. Like the world, everybody gonna be destroyed. But we read that precept, like, no, your world, your society is coming to an end. And our world, our society is about to come on board. We're in the beginning stages of that, man. And we're like midwives. We're ushering in the birth of the kingdom of heaven, man. So we over here telling y'all strata like push. That's why the apostle tell us, hey man, push them lessons. Push. That push is birth in the kingdom of heaven, man. And it's upon us. Like when y'all shall crack them skies and come in the atmosphere, that's the birth of the kingdom of heaven. That's when that baby's here. You know, that's when you're gonna hear the whole leg us, we gonna holler out. That's like that baby crying when they get their first breath. You're gonna hear us, oh, come on, y'all, when we see that chariot in the sky. You know, that's when we're gonna holler out, man. And that's when that's gonna be the birth of it, man. That's what Esau gonna be like, oh, because it's over with at that point. That's why he gotta hurry up and do the MOTB right now before that event happens. Because once that happens, hey, hopefully they're gonna be beating on their chest, man. They're gonna be because like our power was here, we're gonna look up the sky and see it. At that point, like you can't tell us nothing. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I'm going to work after that, man. I ain't no going to work. If I see the master chariot in the sky, y'all showers here. What you talking about, man? I'm about to be, we're gonna be praying all day, every day. We're gonna be bouncing off the walls.
We're gonna be like the disciples, you know how they was on the job, and then Yahweh Shah told them come up and follow. Yeah, we drop everything and leave. That's it.
Exactly. So he got to hear him make his move. It's gonna be sloppy because he's dumb. So he gonna forget some parts. It's gonna look all kind of crazy, and you just got to be a dumb 2/3 to go for it. And that's who's gonna go for it because they're blind and they're dumb. They're dumber than Esau. That's why they try to clown us. We clown them. You up here attaining to Esau Edom's words makes you dumb because he's dumb. And you're dumber than him. All you need to disregard the mark of the beast is wisdom, not to understand. Like we're not ignorant of the same devices. So it's gonna be easy to man, no, devil ain't taking that. I got a way out. I got the escape hatch. Like the Lord is my escape plan. And it's just like to see one now, we're just gonna wait it out. And all the people just waited it out, they'd have been all right. But Esau scared them. Oh, I gotta get it. Now they got regrets. Man, I shouldn't have got it. My heart acting up. My sleep patterns messed up.
Can't stay out of the hospital.
Yeah. And all you had to do was wait it out. And we had told them that, but they wanted to trust what they say, trust in the science, which means trust in Esau. And this dude is dumb.
Trust in the enemy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he's an idiot. Trust in the staff of a broken reed. And it should go into your hand and pierce you. All right, do some prayer praise.
They really lack no faith. They ain't have no faith in Yahweh all the time. They caught.
Exactly. You believe in the idiot. Now we up here looking real smart. That's why they really mad at us. Like, this dude didn't get the juice. They call it pure blood. I'm over here with nanobots in me.
Graphite.
Yeah.
Graphene.
Yeah, they feeling real dumb. And they so crazy. They ain't taking that anger out on Esau. They were going to get mad at Jake that they fall for the deception. And I'm like, he getting ready to do it again. So what you going to do now, man? They still like, man, he wish like stuff. I'm not with that.
Y'all pushing hate.
Yeah.
Y'all racist.
Yeah. I'm like, this devil just pump some nanobots in your body. And you over here mad at me. And I told you not to do it. Your dumb self. So, hey, man, this devil hey, stay clear, y'all Strala. Hey, stay locked in on this truth, stay out the way. Because Esau, man, he's falling, man. It's like he's so move out the way. When he hit the ground, he gonna splatter. So make sure you out the way. When he hit the ground, it's gonna be real horrific, man. But we hope this edifying. And want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, Hashem, Rakadash.
Kwam Yasharala wa Baba Shalom.
Hey, Kwam Yasharala and Shalom to all the Akim Akwaf on the comment board. Shalom, baby.
Shalom,
Hey, stay
shalom.
locked in because Yahushua is cooking on the way. To all for tuning in.